Now, with relations between Kiev and Moscow under enormous strain, Ukraine's new president, Volodymyr Zelensky, has said he wants a face-to-face meeting with Vladimir Putin. But in an indication of just how fraught the situation is, Ukrainian authorities are accusing the country's NewsOne channel of treason over a proposed link-up show with a banned Russian TV station there. The planned programme, which has now been dropped, was called We Need to Talk. Its announcement led to an immediate outcry, both from politicians and some segments of the public, triggering protests outside. As you can see, this is NewsOne's HQ here. Even Ukraine's leader weighed in on the proposed teleconference.
The teleconference is just a cheap but dangerous PR move before the elections, the goal of which is to divide us again into two camps.
Well, NewsOne itself says the intention was to provide a platform for ordinary people from Ukraine and Russia to discuss the challenges facing their countries and the war in eastern Ukraine. A recent survey suggests that as many as 75% of Ukrainians would support such an initiative. The presenter, who was supposed to host the link-up, says the goal was never political.
When I agreed to work on this teleconference, I wanted to show what we had been reading, listening, watching, wearing and eating during the 5 years when we didn't communicate with each other.
Well, Martin Macaulay, a historian and Russian expert, suspects that the authorities in Kiev are anxious about Ukraine's upcoming parliamentary elections.
That sounds very strange, because treason is betraying your country and giving away secrets involving your country to another country, which your country feels is to its disadvantage. So it's very difficult to understand that word. It seems an extreme word to use, because this journalist was in fact trying to put forward and trying to work on an exchange between Moscow and Kiev. I think it has to do with the upcoming Rada elections, and Volodymyr Zelensky, the president, is very nervous because he wants a majority in parliament, and he may not get it. Therefore, he wants to get as many votes as possible, and he doesn't want an exchange. If you have an exchange between Moscow and Kiev in Russian, they may in fact influence the election, because various questions will come up. How do you see the situation in the Donbass? How do you see the situation in Crimea?